Come join us.
This is First Coast Living.
Well, hello, happy Friday, and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm David Benfield, and we can barely keep our eyes open.
Oh my gosh, we had so much fun last night. We'll get to that in just a second, but I am really excited for what we've got going on tomorrow. What you've got going on, but I'm going to be there.
Yeah. So you'll be there. So I will be. I have the very privileged honor, right, to host the Florida Theater Ball. This is very, very cool. I got to host it last year, and I'm going to do it again this year. And we're doing like Knights of the Caribbean kind of situation. So it should be very, very cool. And it's all for a fantastic cause. We raise a bunch of money for the Florida Theater.
That's right.
It is a nonprofit.
I know a lot of people don't realize that.
Exactly. And then they also do a whole lot of cool things like with like youth groups and stuff around town. So that way they make sure that young kids go to see theater and get inspired like I did when I was a kid too. So
do you know what you're wearing tonight?
I do. Yeah. So it's
because it's an evening in the tropics. That's like the theme.
Yeah. So I'm wearing like everything I got from tropical countries, right? So
okay,
it's
cool.
I got
like Costa Rica and stuff.
So it's like I got the Tico Costa Rica hat, and then I have like the nice white linen shirt and the linen khaki pants.
Very nice.
Maybe a fedora instead of the Tico hat. I don't know. We'll see.
You got to have options, or maybe you'll do a costume change.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It could be kind of fun, but I'm excited for that. Tickets are probably still available too.
Yes, absolutely. Tickets are still available.
FloridaTheater.com. We've got a really fun show, so I want to get to it. But first, it's time for Say What? And David and I were able to host and be a part of the ECS for Kids Color the Future Gala yesterday. It was a fun event at the Garden Club of Jacksonville, which I had not been to before. The event raises funds to support early learning, Head Start, and school readiness programs for children who are underserved. And there was so much art there. Do you remember Martin? He was on our show, so they auctioned off that piece of art.
He did such a great job.
That was really, really cool. And then we had, I believe this was Teresa. She was on stage doing the art. Right. This was all live art for the whole event. Yeah,
they made it right then during the event. It was absolutely cool.
It was really cool, and of course people showed up in all their color and donated and did the silent auction. So it was awesome, and we got to host it together, which was really fun.
It was really, really cool. So special shout out to ECS for Kids. It's a fantastic organization. That was cool.
It really is, and happy 60 years. Holy cow, doing great things in the community.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And we got some other fun news, huh?
Yeah.
Making headlines. The Jags quarterback Trevor Lawrence really cut off those golden locks.
Yeah, so all right, so the schedule's been come out, so there's 9 away games, there's 6 home games and 2 games in London, so that's what Jacksonville Jaguars schedule will consist of for the 2026 season. The Jags announced they'll start the season at home on September 13th against the Cleveland Browns, and the Jags are also scheduled to play in 3 primetime games this season. This is pretty cool. So we have a Thursday night game in Week 9 against Baltimore, a Monday night game here at home against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I will very much try to be at that one. That's Week 14, and then we have a Sunday night game against the Dallas Cowboys scheduled for Week 16. Now, when the Jaguars announced their schedule, they accompanied it with a video of T-Law apparently cutting off his famous long blonde hair. So the Jags made the quarterbacks do their new profile picture on social media, but the question everyone's asking is that really real?
Okay, so I did not even think that until I started seeing people talk about that they thought it was fake, and I'm like, oh wait, I didn't even think that would be a thing. Then I went back and watched the video, and I'm like, that hair does look thicker and like more straw-like, more dry.
I don't know.
I'm getting really technical about it.
It also looked a little red.
And I'm like, that doesn't look like his hair. His hair is usually more like soft and like shiny, and it just looked kind of dull and dry. I felt like it looked like wig hair.
I don't know. Usually, whenever
like a bad wig.
Usually, I mean, I've had long hair several times. Usually, when you cut the long locks off, like your hair is like whoop. Like it loses all that weight, right? So
well, that's true. Yeah.
So it gets a little spikier and stuff.
And I just feel like. And please, I feel bad. I'm like so not trying to dog him, but like, is that the haircut he really chose? I mean, I'm sorry. It doesn't seem like he had like bang. I just wasn't expecting that. I love you, Trevor. I do. I feel bad because the only reason I'm saying this now is because we think it's a wig.
Right.
Otherwise, I would have been like, oh.
Okay, so now there's national publications like the USA Today that have come out and said that was real.
Okay.
That he really did cut it.
Well, I'm sorry then.
I don't know. I will say this much though. I've been saying this since day one. The day that dude cuts his hair, a Super Bowl's coming to Jacksonville.
Okay, well let's hope it's real.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I don't know anything. I'm not a hairstylist, so please don't come after me. We're all allowed to have an opinion, though, right?
All right, guys.
Okay. Well, get ready to hit the road on Adventure Florida, y'all. From hidden gems to can't miss hotspots, we are giving you the ultimate family escapes across the Sunshine State. It's going to air Wednesday at 9 p.m. on ABC 25. Be
That
there
is gonna
or
be
be
awesome.
square.
I cannot wait to see that.
I know I haven't seen it yet either. I'm really excited.
I've just seen the intro and it looks amazing. All right, guys, so it's time for Living in the Kitchen, sponsored by Winn-Dixie and built by ProCraft Cabinetry. And today we are joined by executive producer Justin Miller, as we do 3 out of 4, Fridays a month.
I try to be here. Because sometimes I'm producing in Adventure, Florida, and I'm
Right.
in Tampa. And
At our sister
going
station.
all around Florida to
Yeah, you're a
produce
very
a fun
important
show.
man now.
I guess.
A VIEP.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right, what are we making today?
So we are going to make carnitas.
Yes.
So this big old thing
Look at that
right
butt.
here,
My.
it's a big old Boston butt. It is not the part of a pig butt. It is
That's
the
true.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh.
They just call it Boston butt. Just throwing that
Why?
out there.
I don't know.
Doesn't
So
make any sense.
normally, this would be $40 for this piece of meat, which is actually a really good deal.
Oh, is it okay? I don't know.
really.
No,
That's
I
a
mean
lot of meat for
$3.50 a pound. Like that's not bad.
Yeah.
This weekend only, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's $1.19 a pound.
Whoa.
So this
That's worth the slap.
This was like 12. This was like $12.
No way.
No, that's incredible.
This is 12 pounds.
Let me see this.
Whoa, you know what that deserves?
Like
A drink.
So,
That's amazing,
So
man.
normally, as a barbecue connoisseur,
Oh my God.
I would take this thing and leave it as is, put a lot of seasoning on it, and throw it on my
Right.
smoker, like I've done before.
Yeah.
And, I've done it in the
was
show, and I was like,
delicious.
I can only smoke so many Boston butts on this show. So I was like, you know what? Let's make some carnitas. Like, why
Right.
not? So what I did is
Yeah.
I took this big old thing. You'll see a big old fat cap. I trimmed that off. Normally, I would not if I'm smoking.
Of course, so you want that
Right.
Because that
when it's
fat will
rained
just
out.
render down.
Yeah.
Because you're smoking these for 18, 20 hours. So what I did is I trimmed it all nice. I cut it into chunks. I seasoned the meat up.
Yeah.
I threw it in a crock pot. Put some orange juice, lime juice. Minced
Do you
garlic,
remember?
Chicken broth.
It's on the
seasoned-
screen.
Oh, there we go.
Honestly, like we seasoned. Oh yeah, Matt's got us covered. I seasoned it, and
Yeah.
then we tried it, and we were like, it needs more.
It needs
seasoning.
more.
So I would say don't over season it because you can always add to it.
That's right.
Also, I have kids; they don't like a lot of spice and stuff.
And we have
like
a
that.
Paul here who
And
doesn't
we've
like.
got a Paul.
He
We got
doesn't-
a Jordan.
And we got a Jordan.
And they-
So I
neither
kept
one
it
of
mild,
Not
and
a
then
big
we
spice
tasted it. It was
person.
like, it can add a little bit more, and tasted, and add a little bit more. So
You like-
honestly, it's
you like
very easy.
jalapenos?
I can handle a
you making
jalapeno if
drinks?
the.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
Well, we added a couple jalapenos just to add some flavor to it. And
Yeah, that's
honestly,
okay.
it was
I can
so
handle
easy.
that.
Last night, I took a picture and sent it to y'all. It was like 9:30 at night. I put everything in the crock pot, and I went to bed. I put it on low, and I went to sleep. And I woke up. It was delicious. I brought it in.
That thing fit in your crock pot?
Dude, it hooked me up when I saw that last night. I
Or
was
that was smaller.
starving.
You gotta kind of, so there's
Oh,
a
you cut
big
it.
bone in this, so you do want to cut it up into chunks.
See, that's
Unless
a-
you have a huge crock pot, put this whole thing in
So
there.
you're saying it's a bony butt?
That's
It's a
not-
bony
well,
butt.
I was about to say that's how you know it's not actually a butt. It's got a
Right.
bone in it.
That's true.
Good point.
And then we're gonna make some homemade pico.
Yeah, so let's do
for
that,
it.
right? You want to do it? Here we go. So
See
we're
if we
gonna
can make it as good as the pico princess.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Remember, not all the onions.
Yeah, only half of it. So here we go. There we go. That's half the onions. Don't want to get too
Oh
crazy.
man, I am so hungry. I'm about
got
to
some
put my mic
jalapenos.
by my stomach.
I'm telling you, man, I was really
Just
just,
so y'all can hear
starving.
the-
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. That's how it was this morning when I got up. I got here and it's just like,
I'm gonna put some gloves on so I can mix it for you.
do it,
David.
do it.
I know you got other stuff coming up.
I do.
so-
Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, that-
Whoa, what do we got going on here, Jordan?
Well, we're making a little tequila soda here with the Oaxaca Club.
yeah, it's pretty funny. We're like,
And-
we're all out of beer, and Jordan's like, hold up.
I know.
We've been
Making
gifted.
tacos, right?
I know.
So you want a little bit of Sprite in yours, right?
Yeah,
A little lemon
yeah.
lime. We're going with, like the taco
Yeah,
theme
why
here.
not? Yeah, put a
Okay.
little- I
So-
wouldn't even mind a slice of lime in there.
Well, I'll get you going. How about? Oh, they're already ready.
They're already cut for you, Jordan.
We're ready to go here.
All right, and I just hand sanitized too.
Oh, I know y'all don't have nasty hands.
No, washed them all up right before the game. All right, good job. Low
Whiskey,
bridge.
wine, and wild
Do you
wine.
want? Do you want Sprite or
No,
just? Okay.
just lime.
Me neither. That's okay. We can do it for Justin.
Wait, no, that face.
You didn't stir it. I didn't stir it either.
No, I think, is that tequila or is that smoky tequila?
Oh.
Oh, it's mezcal.
Oh, that's
snap.
why I don't like it.
Look,
Listen, I'm all about smoked meats,
beggars
but
can't be choosers.
Oh, that's so funny. We do have tequila back in.
Eesh.
I was being quick. That was the first thing I saw.
No, it's all good. I don't mind mezcal.
I do.
Well, I'm about to see
is
if I
alright.
do or not.
Somebody who likes to smoke
All right,
meat,
there's
I do
yours.
not
Thank
like.
you.
Cheers. Again,
Cheers.
it's not stirred, so maybe I should. Yeah.
One of those little guys. Here we
This
go.
pico looks pretty good. If I had a chip, I'd eat some of it.
Oh,
But
that's delicious.
It is, yeah.
That's
yeah.
That's really not bad at all. dude.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Justin,
I'm
come
sure
on.
y'all love it, but I don't like that smoky stuff.
All right. Maybe I'll do a teeny little splash.
Okay,
just
so
to see.
guys, let's talk about saving some money. So if you go to windixie.com/rewards, you can download the app. I think you have what, $76?
$76
really?
on my app. Now, I had a 30 times the
showed it
points.
to me.
I had a 30 times the points, and my wife
David.
went and spent hundreds of dollars at Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, that's amazing. So make sure you download the app to get those deals. I can't wait to try this delicious food coming up. Oh, look, Jim's got some.
Actually, you know what, Jim?
Snacks
I'll
for
take
us here.
some.
Yeah, give
I
us
got to
a
get
little-
rid of this mezcal taste. in
Oh,
my mouth.
come on. It's not that bad. All right, David, what you got?
All right. Well, guys, get ready to have some fun and celebrate with some laughs. First Coast Comedy is celebrating 4 years. Congratulations. And here to tell us all about the success and the fun you can have is owner and manager Madeline Grindelin and main stage cast member Josh Johnson. Thank you so very much for being here, guys. I do appreciate
Hey,
it.
thank you so much for having us.
It
We're
is
stoked.
our pleasure. Okay, so what does First Coast Comedy do?
That's such a good question. I'll take this one, Josh. So we're primarily an improv comedy club. That means that all of our primetime shows every Friday and Saturday, 7 o'clock and 9:30, are made up entirely on the spot. So the audience gives us suggestions, and then we do the comedy based on those suggestions. We integrate stand-up comedy, sketch comedy. We have a lot of different types of comedy that we do, but primarily it's improv comedy. And we're not just that, it's more our showroom for our classes, our team buildings, corporate trainings, road shows, all
That
the
is
things.
cool.
Yeah, so our comedy club is a comedy club.
Yeah.
And then you can book us to come to your event. You can take a class actually, and that's what Josh did.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Lots
Okay,
of
so
stuff.
let me ask you something like, what can audience members expect like when we actually go to see an improv show?
Yeah. I'll talk a little and you talk a little.
Okay. Yeah. So it's a very interactive show. So we rely heavily on the audience being a part of it. It's not a type of show where you're going to get heckled or bothered or annoyed. We're going to make you look great.
Well, I will say as a host, if you heckle us, the rule is we will win. The rule is we will win, okay?
That is so true. Yeah, you're the professionals up there. That is not a good idea. Don't heckle the professionals. Like, come on. Okay, so what skills will people learn by taking improv classes, and and how do those skills apply, in the broader, realm, whatever?
That's a great question. I'll start and then you answer because you've taken the classes and
That's
I've
right.
taught them. So the classes are great because you have people who come in on the very first day who are anxious, who are just trying to make friends, hoping to help build their communication skills and collaboration skills.
Yeah.
And those people go, I would never do a showcase. I would never perform comedy in front of a live audience. So that's week 1. By week 8, they're performing their own showcase.
That's cool.
It's that confidence building. It's just like these games, these scenes, these opportunities to kind of have those skills in a very fun and friendly environment. That's how it would apply to the broader world, but you have the experience of taking
Josh.
classes.
Yeah, so it's all about active listening, supporting a team environment. So taking the ideas that's happening in the room, making it better, hopefully making it funny, right?
Yeah.
If you walk away being able to be a little more confident and make people laugh, I mean, you're winning, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so why should a business hire you guys for a corporate event?
Ooh, good question. Most businesses, when they do team buildings, they're going somewhere, right?
Right.
We'll come to them. You can do a team building in our space, but predominantly what we're working on is fun. So it's morale boosting. We're going to come in there and we're not going to be sitting there drilling the lesson down. We're not going to be saying, oh, okay, your team is suffering with this. It's not a lecture. Everybody's participating the whole time, and we really focus on the fun and the funny. I mean, people who come in and think like, oh, I could never perform comedy. It's not about performing comedy. It's about being with your team, being with your community, and like Josh said, making your partner look good, making the rest of your coworkers look good and feel good. So it's so collaborative in that way, and there's no other team building like it right now.
No
in Duval
kidding.
County.
That's amazing. Okay, so can you guys give us a little demonstration?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, Josh, do you want to do a little bit of a word at a time with David?
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
let's do that.
so we're going to involve you too,
Okay.
okay? Somebody in the studio, anybody at all, I need them to just give us a question, right?
Okay.
Any question, somebody say a question. Like a question like, what is the meaning of life, right?
Okay, so I heard, will the Jags win the Super Bowl?
Okay, we're going to do this one word at a time, okay? So I'm going to start, and we're going to answer one word per person at a time, and we're going to give them the perfect answer, okay?
Okay.
We're going to restate the question first. The
Jaguars
Will
definitely
win,
the
Super Bowl
right?
when they're supposed to?
I was hoping. See, now that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
One word at a time is hard.
Good stuff, yeah.
What I wanted to say, but I couldn't because we're a team, is it was going to be because of Trevor Lawrence's haircut.
Right? Because the hair.
Because the hair, right?
Yeah, no, that's what I
Do
said.
a shot of mezcal,
Yeah.
okay? see the haircut, right? And then they'll win the Super Bowl. But we're a team, so our answer was perfect.
I love that. Thank you so very much. Hey, before I let you go, real quick, where do we go to learn more information?
Great question. FirstCoastComedy.com, and you can also watch our live stream every Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock on YouTube if you can't make it in person.
Perfect. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate your
Thanks,
time.
David.
Jordan?
Appreciate it.
Well, the end of the school year is fast approaching, which is so crazy. So are there still, Justin's like, say it isn't so. Are there any camps that still have openings? Well, we're going to find out with Jamie and Caitlin of Fun for First Coast Kids. Great to see you ladies again, as always.
Thank you.
All right, so what's crazy is we talked about this months ago that people were already signing up for summer camps.
Yes.
Are there still spots available?
There are,
Okay,
yes.
what's going on with the camp?
Yes, so it's definitely our most asked question. Parents are wondering, and we are here to say that yes, there are still plenty of camps available. I was actually looking through our website for the show today, just kind of trying to get some information about particular camps, but honestly,
Right.
almost every single one that I clicked on had availability at some
okay.
point in the summer.
Right.
So, we encourage families to get on the website and take a look. And if you're like me, maybe you did book some early, but now I'm looking at my summer and I'm like, okay, I need something for my daughter here, or I need something for my son
Filling
this
in
week.
gaps
Yes,
kind
kind
of
of
a
filling
thing.
them in. So there's options out there. So definitely we encourage families to take a look at our website. And on our website, I know we've talked before, but we have all of the camps organized onto specific pages for, like, we have a page for special needs camps, for camps, academic camps, like you're finding out your kids' end of school year grades, soon, or your fast testing grades has been a hot topic in our home. So if you're looking and you're noticing that they need something in particular, there are tons of academic camps out there. There's water sports camps and girls only camps and lots of options. But once you get onto those pages, it can be overwhelming for families because the area is so large and there's so many camps. So we have a great feature on our website that can be very helpful for parents and save them a ton of time. There are filters. So you can filter by a specific week that you need, the age of your child, the time of day that you need, and lots of other options. And then once you search those, it'll show you like the most important information where you can just look at one page and it'll compare all of it. And if you're looking for more information about a particular camp, we have a button that'll say on each listing, learn more, and it will give you a description of the camp, other information, and a direct link to their website.
That's
so
awesome.
it can be very helpful for parents.
Yeah, your website is very helpful.
Well, thank you.
So what about if somebody needs like all-day camps, or like you were mentioning, just a spot here and there?
Yeah.
Yes, if you're looking for full coverage, I definitely recommend our camps offered all summer page.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it's like that way we have it listed by camps that are offered every week the kids are out of school. Most of them are a full day and they offer extended care options. So if you need to drop them off early or if they need to stay later for those working hours, it's a great option. And like she had said about the filters, like you can look for half day morning or half day afternoon or full day or extended care, and that way it helps you filter out by the criteria you're looking for.
Right.
And then like you were saying on the flip side, we have the pay by the day camps page. So that one
That's cool
lists
too.
camps where like, we were saying that if there's an appointment that pops up and you don't want to bring the kids with you, and you can do like a one-day thing, or sometimes we've gone for vacation like midweek and we just want a couple days there. Or my favorite, when the kids just get stir crazy and they need a minute
And you're like,
mentally
I
and
need a break
physically.
too.
Yes. So
One
it's a
day,
great
here we
page
go.
to check out if you just want a break here and there.
Yeah.
The doggy daycare of camps.
Yes.
And then what about if they can't, they are on a budget? Any that won't break the bank?
Yeah, so we actually do have a filter for free and cheap camps, and those are typically going to be your Vacation Bible School or faith-based camps.
Okay.
But we do have pages for those, and Vacation Bible School camps are notorious for putting up their options in May, and I think that's because they're mostly volunteer-based or run. So if you see that some of them are filled up at this moment, keep checking back because we are still adding more every day.
Great.
Yeah.
So make sure you go to funforfirstcoastkids.com. The
Yes.
website's on the screen, and the 4 is the digit 4, not FOR. So
Yeah.
thank you, ladies,
Yes,
for joining us. It's good to hear that there are still options for
Yes.
families out there. The summer is quickly approaching.
It is.
So have a great weekend.
You too.
All right, thank you. And David, what do we have coming up?
All right, guys, who's ready for the weekend? We'll have your weekend weather forecast coming up later on in rain or shine. Stick around. First Coast Living will be right back.
Florida!
What a great place to live.
So come with us as we travel across the Sunshine State. We take you on adventures you won't want to miss. From swimming with dolphins
To checking out one of the coolest steakhouses in the country, join us for Adventure Florida.
Wednesday on ABC 25.
It's about time.
I had a true partner in my health, that my aches and pains aren't dismissed.
that my health needs aren't treated the same way
as mine.
With Conviva Care Center, it's about time.
Actually, 50% more time with my doctor.
to get the answers I need.
Conviva's been taking care of seniors for more than 50 years.
Finally, I have a team of experts
taking a proactive approach
to help me be my healthiest.
At Conviva, our time is spent making sure you make the most of yours. Schedule a tour today.
Let your home bloom in style. During Bear's Spring Refresh, renew every room with 45% off or more store-wide. Refined dining rooms, serene bedrooms, and beautiful statement pieces that will help your home flourish. With white glove delivery, complimentary design, and the best prices guaranteed. Give your home a fresh start this spring. Bears, quality furnishings and interior design.
Allergies aren't fun for anyone, especially when they work their way into your home. A professional air duct cleaning from Stanley Steamer can dramatically improve indoor air quality and significantly reduce indoor allergens. Installing Restore, our whole home purification system, will even help prevent the spread of airborne viruses and bacteria. Call or go online to book a free inspection today. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
All right, sales, you cover follow-up. Service, all changes, your zone. Finance, stay tight on those approvals. No one, I mean no one, gets through without great care. Y'all got me?
Yes, Coach.
Now go out there and stick with your customers.
Ready, ready.
From game plan to great service, Butler Toyota Jacksonville sticks with you.
Attention, everybody! If I could have the floor.
Silence! We're here to talk about Bob.
Mailman Bob?
Man, I love Bob. Well, Bob doesn't love us. He's leaving.
Oh, no. This is bad. Why would he leave us? I have no idea. Wait! Stay here! Mistakes were made.
We gotta get him to stay. What
else? We need food. Human food.
What do we do now? Anyone?
We bake.
Princess, flour.
Nailed it.
It's pie time.
How could I leave you guys?
See you tomorrow. Are you crying?
Are you not?
Well, let's keep the laughs coming. We are now joined by Flo Funny and Bryce. So great to see you guys. Thank you so much. How have you been?
Great. Thanks for having us.
And I hear very busy. You guys are expanding in our area. Tell us what's going on.
Oh yeah, we're all over Jacksonville because it's a big city.
Right.
And so we just want to hit every area of the city comedy-wise. Next week we're at Volstead, which is a speakeasy in downtown Jacksonville.
Very cool.
Which is a Thursday. And we have different nights of the week, and different times of the day.
Okay, well, something for everybody.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and then the people who don't like the nightlife thing, we have a Sunday fun day earlier. Yeah, at the beach, all the way at the beach at the Refinery.
Okay, that's very cool.
Yeah, and then we're down in the south side of Jacksonville at Beirut, which has got yummy Mediterranean food.
Ooh.
Yep. We have, where else do we have, Bryce? All over the place.
Well, it's really cool. So you've got the speakeasy.
Yep.
You've got the restaurant, I imagine, since you said there's food.
Yes.
And then you've got the Salt Cave, like so many types of different venues, which I think is really neat.
Yeah, and then if you ever want to try comedy, we have a showcase and an open mic at Bay Street Sports Grill on
Look
the
at
first
that.
Wednesday.
That is really
And
cool.
we're just going to keep growing, and we're just going all over Jacksonville just to build the community up. You know?
Right. The comedy scene here is pretty good. I mean, we've had a lot of the local comedians on, and they kill it. And even Leroy, right? He's part of that as well. And then you guys can also do private events. Tell us about that.
We do tons of private events. We do corporate events, birthday parties,
Very
roasts. That's
cool.
our favorite. I'll sit there and write for hours.
No,
just trying
a
to.
roast?
We'll send you a whole form and get your family to tell us stuff about you.
I love that idea.
We get messy.
Yeah, we
And
do.
we'll get your family to, and we'll write about it and everything. We'll get your darkest secrets and put them out there.
Oh my
if
God.
you pay us for that.
Right, of course.
If you just want us to do a regular set, we could do it.
That is so funny. I love that. I've never heard of somebody doing that like locally, like for parties. That is a really cool idea. I love that. And so how do folks get in touch with you then if they do want that?
Instagram,
Okay,
Flo
social
Funny,
media.
and all of our flyers have his phone number on it. So
Okay.
directly,
Text me.
Eventbrite, we're everywhere.
And tell us, Bryce, about your time on Kill Tony. That's pretty cool.
It was a fun experience.
Yeah, I bet.
I was off of like 30 hours of sleep because I drove for about 15 hours there, so I didn't even know what was happening. It was like a fever dream.
Where was it?
It was all the way in Austin, Texas.
Oh, okay. Gosh, you drove to Austin. But you know what? It's a big deal, right?
Yeah, it's great.
A lot of comedians
people,
on that show.
A lot of people were texting me like, "Oh, I didn't know there was comedy in Jacksonville."
Aw.
And even at the end of my set, I had to do it. I had to yell out Duval.
Heck yes.
Like, you're putting on for Jacksonville. I'm like, yes. Now come do a show, please.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, he did shout out our city, our shows, the rooftop.
That's
show that we
great.
have.
Yeah, rooftop comedy that you do.
Yes, ma'am. So he was just giving it all to Jacksonville when he got there. So.
I think that's amazing. So when you were there, I said, were they nice to you or did they treat you well? And he was like, So the whole point, if someone hasn't seen that show or that podcast, tell them really quickly like what happens.
So you get a 1-minute bucket pool and you get to go up and do 1 minute material. And if you don't do good, they're gonna make fun of you.
So they roast you basically at that point.
You could go back at them, but they're gonna get you.
Yeah, because they've probably done it a little longer, or like I don't know, they probably have more experience. I don't know. So like that's a little intimidating, but I'm so proud that you represented
you.
Jacksonville up there.
Gotta
that is
represent.
so cool. That's right. All right. So tell everyone again your pages if people want to follow along and see where you're going to be, because it seems like there's going to be things popping up daily, weekly, monthly, annually.
Ma'am. Yeah, I'm at Flo Funny on Instagram, but we have also
the rooftop.experience, and then my Instagram is Bryce Comedy with 2 Y's.
Okay, awesome. Thank you both so much for joining. You look sharp too, by the way. I love the velvet. Looking great. All right, well, thanks and have a great weekend, and we'll be right back.
We're ready, so let's go. It's the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale. Add a classic look to your space with this versatile 2-piece sectional. An incredible new look in 2 great colors. Now just $9.99. That's right, $9.99. Now at Rooms to Go.
Did you remember to defrost the chicken?
Oh, I didn't. I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
I guess cereal for dinner?
Cereal it is.
Hey, how was practice today? Great, I scored 2 goals. Wow, that's super.
Real proud of you, Pumpkin.
Did you guys?
You wouldn't mount a ceiling fan on the floor, just like you wouldn't have anyone but Morgan & Morgan handle your injury case. With over $30 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big.
You okay, honey? I'm okay.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
I love bling, I love to shine. They were plain when I bought these glasses. I had to bling them up. My name is Alma, and I've been with Kaviva about 20 years. I can put a rhinestone on anything. Well, I don't feel like a senior, but I know I'm getting to be a senior. And I'm proud that Conviva caters to us seniors because the people there make you feel like they care about you. They make me feel good about my whole well-being. They don't just look at me as a patient. The doctor that I have now, I've been with her from the very first day I came in this building. It's like she's a family member to me now. She never rushed me. She's always asked me before she leaves, is there anything else? Conviva gets me. I love to create. I love to sew. When I walk in, they see my sparkle. I love it.
Choose a senior-focused doctor who makes you feel heard, not hurried. Schedule a tour today. Conviva Senior Primary Care.
This May, Renewal by Andersen wants to give you a huge win. You can have our award-winning windows and doors right now, and you don't have to pay us a dime for 2 years. Save it, spend it, go buy a pony, whatever you want to do. And choosing Renewal by Andersen to replace your windows and doors makes your home worth more. 3 out of 4 real estate agents surveyed agree Andersen products increase a home's value by at least 10%. And if you live in a part of Florida that's in the hurricane zone, you can't afford to risk it with vinyl windows. Vinyl just doesn't hold up. Engineered with our reinforced Fibrex material, Renewal by Andersen has an impact replacement window that will continue to protect your home long after others have failed. No shutters required. And you don't pay us a dime until May of 2028. Call 904-925-6700.
Skincare can start in the laundry room. That's why I always recommend All Free Clear for sensitive skin. It's free of dyes and perfumes.
It's a key part of my self-care routine and is gentle for my skin and hers too.
For an effective clean that's gentle on skin, all you need is All Free Clear.
If you're thinking about retirement, you might be asking yourself a lot of questions. Have I saved enough? What about taxes, inflation, healthcare? Well, Bob Horn of New Venture Financial Group has the strategies that you need to help plan for your retirement. Don't miss Retirement Perspectives with Bob Horn.
Where's the best place to buy kids furniture? Rooms to Go Kids. Right now, it's the Memorial Day sale. Save on stylish beds starting at $275. Great styles on sale. Functional bunk beds and room packages too. Only at Rooms to Go Kids.
Live from the studios of First Coast News, Jordan Wilkerson
First Coast Living live.
and David Benfield.
Sounds good to me.
Well, come join us. This is First Coast Living.
Welcome back. It is now time for Rain or Shine with meteorologist Robert Speta, and I love we're getting a look at the weekend here.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's looking
that's
great.
It. That's it. She got the dance down and everything. This is it.
We dance for good food. We dance for good weather.
Mm-hmm. And you'll be dancing in the streets
Oh,
out
yeah,
there
good
at
point.
Jacksonville Beach this weekend. So just saying, gonna be nice weather. All right.
Very nice.
A little warmer, a little more humid than it is today. I don't know how were you this morning? I almost had to put a sweater on.
Yeah, letting the dogs. I mean, it's not. I kind of like a slight cooler morning,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But because in the dead of summer, it's gonna be so hot in the morning.
If it's in the morning, it's not all day.
Right. We warm back up. It's kind of nice with your coffee.
Yeah, exactly.
But a brief moment.
a little variety. Come on, let's get a little bit. And you're right, summer is coming. And starting tomorrow, 88 on Sunday too. Maybe seeing a few inland showers.
Okay.
But for this, which
the Iron Man.
Shout out if you are watching and maybe you're visiting from out of town or any of our local Ironmen here out there for this event tomorrow. You are a beast, and good luck.
Yeah, I would be way too intimidated by this. Holy cow.
2.4 miles swimming, and then I forgot what the running. It's like hundreds of miles.
It's like running, swimming, and biking?
It is. Yes,
that's
swimming
a triathlon.
first, biking, and then running. And
gosh.
But at least the weather's looking good.
Yes.
It's going to be dry. It's not too hot. It's going to heat up, but it's not too hot.
Okay.
And if you're watching it, just remember, drink water as well. They're training for it.
That's
but
right.
The viewers too. And if you're not into that, we can go back to a little dancing.
Dancing in the street. 40th anniversary. That's crazy.
Right?
So
that's a good time. A lot of good bands at that event too.
Well,
the weather's a little cooler out here.
It looks very nice. Thank you so much for that. But I think it's time to head back in the kitchen. What do you think, David? I'm heading.
Oh, it's us. We're back in the kitchen. All right. We're Little Dixie Kitchen, brought to you by ProCraft Cabinetry, and the executive producer Justin Miller and I are finishing up some taco love.
Yeah, buddy.
So tell them what you're doing right now.
So right now I am dropping the tortillas in the juice.
Drop it like it's hot?
And then I'm putting it in the pan to crisp up. And as you can see right here, we've already got some made.
Love that.
Look at
and
our
then
little
David's
taco
making
holder.
tostadas.
So cute.
So we're just going to use the juice to give this a little crispy thing. And then once this crisp up, we put the some cheese in there. I got the queso quesadilla cheese. Kind of seemed like
The Know and Love brand.
I think that was the move, dude. That was.
Oh, by the way, tortillas are BOGO, so that's why we have 400 tortillas.
Yeah.
That and we got to feed the crew.
That's exactly right. And so over here, what I'm doing is I'm making tostadas, right? So tostadas are very, very simple. You just take a little pan, you put in some oil that you're going to cook with. Here I've used regular olive oil, and then so you just take a corn tortilla, not a flour tortilla, a corn one, right? That's going to give a big difference. And so you just take and you throw it in, then you let it fry, and then once it gets to the color of your choosing, this has still got to go a minute. Then you just flip it, right?
Okay.
And then when you're done, it just comes out like a giant chip.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
I know. You know what? Producer Frederick would have been so proud of us.
Do you know
use the corn?
You know what kind of scares me?
And you fried it up.
So when y'all eat chips, right? How many chips do you eat? Like 50?
I know,
50?
right?
So you eat like
and
50
this is
of
only
these tortillas?
4. I know. That is bad.
It's like, oh wow.
Like,
so when I
wait a
just sit there
minute.
and eat chips and dip,
Yeah.
I'm eating like 40 tortillas. All right, well, you know, what are you gonna
I'm
do?
eating like 40 tortillas. I know that is crazy when you think about it. Like a whole basket goes by and you're like, oh my gosh, this was, because what, like this tortilla would probably be
it's like
4 or 5 chips.
3 chips, maybe.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
I hit my mezcal.
All right, let me look at I'm gonna look at the nutrition on here.
I'm gonna look at this taco going into my
That's
face.
the flour one.
Look at this
so
taco.
this is the corn one. You want the corn or flour?
What do you want?
I'll try the corn. I haven't tried the corn.
I'll try the flour.
So 2 of these tortillas is 100 calories.
David, you forgot something.
Oh, that's like 8 chips.
Forgot the
pico.
Oh yeah, you made your own. We can't tell the Pico Princess. We made our own.
And Jordan, actually, you know what? You can have this one, Jordan. I'll eat that one.
Thank you.
And that one's
What
cooled
a
off.
gentleman.
Oh my God, this is so good, dude.
Okay. Oh wait, I do need to put some of that on it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is so beautiful.
Oh man!
Kind of burnt it a little bit, but that's all right.
Dude, great job.
How is it? Delicious? Nutritious?
It's phenomenal, man. Ooh, that's a perfect one.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Delicious and nutritious. Tastes just like chicken.
Tostada time.
You remember that? Anyone know what movie that's from?
I don't.
It's Robin Williams as a cartoon. It's older. I grew up with it. Delicious and nutritious. Tastes just like chicken. Nope. Fern Gully.
Fern Gully.
Yeah, I got the pan too hot. So
Wow.
It said medium heat.
This is great. Thank you.
Hold that plate. Okay, so.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Let's make up a real quick tostada. So first I'm gonna throw this in here real quick.
Yeah.
This is gonna show you what we do with it.
Here, you don't want to use one of these?
Yep, that's exactly right. While that one's frying. Oh, something's going on right there.
Yeah, it's cheese.
You are the worst with cheese.
Not really though. You're grounded from cheese.
I think you're good at cutting it though.
That's what my wife says when I eat cheese. She's like, yeah, you can't eat cheese anymore. Not allowed.
So tostadas are very simple. You're just gonna basically do like we're doing with these tacos.
Not good at.
So we're gonna load this up here. I'm gonna load this up, get myself a nice tostada, and in the meantime, we'll send it off the break here in just a second.
But make sure you get the Winn-Dixie app to get all these great deals.
Oh yeah.
Right, boom. Hit it with a little bit of this. Where's that chi-chi? All right, guys. There you go, Winn-Dixie.com/rewards. Make sure that you download that app, save some money. My man's got $76 here. I got a tostada in my hand. I'm ready to eat. We'll see you
So
after
good.
the break.
Thank you. That looks beautiful too.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Let your home bloom in style. During Bear's Spring Refresh, renew every room with 45% off or more store-wide. Refined dining rooms, serene bedrooms, and beautiful statement pieces that will help your home flourish. With white glove delivery, complimentary design, and the best prices guaranteed. Give your home a fresh start this spring. Bears, quality furnishings and interior design.
Gina's workplace called and said she's not at the office.
The car in front of her catapulted into the air, ended up on top of her.
My sister didn't make it. The way they devalued her was very, very hurtful. They made it seem like her life is worth less. She was too big. No matter what, she's gonna die anyway.
They're here to get justice for their lost loved one, and that finally happened.
To be a voice for Gina, what an honor.
I just want people to hear her life. To me, that's justice.
Meet Sam, your kid's friend who eats everything. You blink, and he's got an applesauce, granola bar, and cheese puffs you didn't know you had. Where'd all the string cheese go? Don't ask. Just restock at Winn-Dixie. BOGO cookies, deals on juice boxes, and low prices on it all. So you can restock without leaving your wallet as empty as he leaves your pantry. Looks like you're gonna need more popcorn chicken.
3 meal deals, just $5.99. Our biggest deals ever, just $5.99.
3 huge plates, 3 ways to feast. All with pups and a side, just $5.99.
Captain D's, fish, delish.
I'm proud to live in a city that sticks together on and off the field. That's what Butler Toyota is all about. We're stuck on our customers in the best way. Butler Toyota, stuck on you.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing.
When you've fallen in a store and are blaming yourself.
When you've been hurt at work and you don't know what to do.
Or if you've been the victim of a medical mistake, we've got you.
We've got what it takes to prove a case that the insurance companies can't ignore.
With decades of experience and a track record of winning for our clients.
Farah and Farah.
The real estate market is always interesting, and we're seeing some shifts in the market right now, especially here in Northeast Florida. Joining us today is Cindy Tomasetti, broker associate with Christie's International Real Estate. Thank you so much for being here. Always great to see you.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to be here, and I love seeing what the new things are on the set. It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's so fun, all the things that we've been able to do here at First Coast Living and First Coast News. But this is a really important topic, right? Buying and selling homes. We're seeing some changes, and we know real estate is hyper-local. So let's start with pricing. Are sellers still able to push prices like they were a few years ago?
So the short answer to that is no.
Okay.
And what I like to say about this market right now is it's a strategic market. May on the First Coast is traditionally and right now one of the highest volume months. So there's plenty of activity, but there's a lot of balance. You're going to see some shortages in some very desirable areas, but it's generally a desirable market.
Okay, good.
A desirable balance market. And when I say strategic, if you're a seller, you need to price correctly right out of the gate. If your house is overpriced, it's going to sit on the market.
Right.
And we know that the longer they sit, typically the less you're going to get. You're going to have to do price reductions.
Yeah.
So you just don't want to do that. So you need to do your homework, be very informed, and make that decision of where to price. And what I see when that happens, when a home is priced correctly, it's staged, it's professionally presented and marketed, is those homes are going under contract in very few days.
Oh,
often,
wow.
Yeah, often multiple offers, sometimes more than the asking price, because they played strategically to the market. I feel like the worst thing a seller can do is go, oh, let's just test the market and see what happens.
And then you're going to be sitting there.
That is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, we don't like that. Okay, what about cash buyers? Some people assume that if they're paying cash, they're automatically going to get like a better deal. Is that true?
That is one of the biggest misconceptions.
Okay.
So cash is great. It's convenient. You typically close more quickly. There's less contingencies involved, but it is a convenience.
Right.
I have a listing right now where we had multiple offers on this home, but we had some offers for cash that came in 20, 30, even 50% of asking price.
Oh my.
Yeah. So let me just tell you that that seller was more than happy to wait 3 weeks to take a finance deal and close at 98% of her asking price.
Okay.
So cash is fun, and all things being considered, it can be a great incentive. However, it is not a discount coupon.
Right, and it's not a guarantee either, really. So how can buyers know if they're making a fair offer in today's market? Because, you know, some people even get offended sometimes.
Right. Well, you know, homework.
Okay.
So either a buyer themselves or they're working with a trusted agent. And none of these prices should come out of thin air.
Right.
So when you're looking to make an offer, you're going to look at what homes have sold that are as close in proximity to that property and in date. And then you're going to look at the condition of them as well. These automated valuation models like Zillow and Redfin, they're great for a general idea because they're going to give you property based on square footage as the crow flies. But what they're not going to take into consideration is, does that house have a view of the golf course? Or maybe the other home that sold for less was looking at the back of another house. Does that home have, is it on a cul-de-sac where this one is on the crossroads? Those variances. So you have to take that into consideration. Like maybe there's a bunch of ugly kitchens, so these homes sold for less, and this one has a brand spanking new $80,000 designer kitchen. That has to be taken in consideration. You can get that information. Your agent should help you with that. And when I'm working with buyers, I give them that information so they can make an informed choice.
Right.
And as a seller, if a buyer's agent comes back to me and said, where did you come up with this price? I'm like, here is my data, here's my information. You can use this so your buyer can look at it and make an informed choice.
And that's why it's good to work with a real estate agent. So it sounds like strategy really is everything right now.
Strategy is everything. And one thing I really want to say is, especially if you're looking in a neighborhood where there are very few houses on the market, if you've found that dream home, don't procrastinate and don't play games. Homes like that are not staying on the market. I have taken some very sad, unhappy phone calls from buyers who are like, oh, we just, wanted to wait until the weekend.
Can't wait.
No, or, they make a low offer and they're waiting for a counter offer. A seller is not obligated to give you a counter offer.
Okay, good to know.
And then somebody else can come in and just snatch your dream house away. So be strategic and be proactive.
And work with the lovely Cindy Tomasetti if you'd like. If they want to, how can they do that?
They can find me at cyndy.tomasetti.com.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining. You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
I tell you that at the beginning. But thank you so much. You're always helping us out with the ever-changing real estate market. So thanks again. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.
Relaxation doesn't have to be so boring. Come on, Florida. These game titles can't play themselves. Play anywhere in the state, only on Hard Rock Bet.
Introducing Games, powered by Pass Motor Racing. Play for real cash 24/7 for nonstop thrills. Now live in Florida. All your favorite game titles.
Your next big win could be just a tap away. Hard Rock Bet, roll with us.
Win money your first 24 hours or get a Games bonus back, up to $100.
Give me 30 seconds. I'll have you up, out, and on your way to the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale. Who could resist? Whatever you need, whatever style, we have it. And the value? Get amazing sale prices plus 55-month interest-free financing. It's not either or. At Rooms to Go, you get both. Unlike other stores, it's our advantage. Just come in, save big, get it fast with more in stock, ready to go. So go! Shop the Rooms to Go Memorial Day sale today.
I saw a spark, and I heard a scream, and then there was a massive explosion. I'll never get the vision out of my head. He had injuries all over, large and small, and secondary burns, and I knew it wasn't good.
My name is Ben, and I came to Shriners Children's when I was 2 years old. I was in a firework accident and put in a medically induced coma.
The nurse came out and said he's awake. Shriners Children's saved Ben's life.
Shriners Children's helped me be able to do all the things I do today.
Burn care across the world is better now because of work that's been done here. Shriners Children's is making a difference every day in the lives of our patients.
When you call this special number or go online to loveshriners.org with your monthly gift, you provide life-changing care and treatment for kids like me and so many others.
If Ben hadn't been able to receive care at Shriners Children's, the outlook would likely be very different.
Shriners Children's made all the difference in my healing journey. Plus, with your monthly gift of $19 or more, we'll send you your very own Love to the Rescue blanket. It's a reminder for every kid, just like me, facing an uncertain future, there's a special place waiting to provide life-changing care. And that's all thanks to generous donors like you.
I think you don't realize how much that $19 is doing. There are so many patients and families that come here with nothing. Your donations bring comfort and peace in a time of pure chaos.
During treatments, the music therapist would come in and they would play instruments and sing songs. Music is still a big part of Ben's life today. If not for Shriners Children, we might not be having these moments.
Shriners has a really special way of putting their arms around the patient and guiding them to a place where they're happy and comfortable.
Your donation helps families heal.
Thank you for all you do. Please keep doing everything you do because you're changing a lot of lives.
Call this special number or go online to loveshriners.org. Your gift will make a difference. Thank you for giving.
Staying positive isn't often easy when facing chronic illness. Now, after being told he had only months to live, Eric Borstein defied the odds by combining medical treatment with emotional resilience. For Mental Health Awareness Month, he joins us to share how support and perspective helped him rebuild his life. Eric, thank you so very much for your time today. So can you briefly share your journey and what you brought here today?
Yeah, thank you for having me. 5.5 years ago, I was at home, collapsed, and spent 16 days in the intensive care unit at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center, where I was diagnosed with a very rare chronic terminal disease called pulmonary arterial hypertension, a disease with no cure.
That's incredible. That had to have absolutely been terrifying. So you made a conscious decision to prioritize your mental well-being alongside treatment. So what prompted that shift, and how did you shape your recovery?
So when I came home, I learned that very early on that walking helped mitigate both the side effects of the medication that I was on, but also helped with positive mental health. You know, ever since I left the hospital, I talked to a psychologist once a week. And I've learned that dealing with a chronic terminal disease is difficult. It can be isolating. And really, you know, one of the messages that I like to share is, for anybody dealing with any sort of adversity, any disease, dealing with your mental health is as critical and as important as the medications that you may be on. And you know, the other thing that I learned was positive mental health is really as simple as finding something you love to do. And for me, that was walking.
That's incredible. I honestly, I can't even really imagine. I've had, you know, obviously relatives who have passed away with terminal illness and stuff like that, and watching them as they try to struggle with mental health is incredible. So what advice would you give patients and caregivers trying to support both physical and emotional well-being, you know, while managing a chronic illness?
So I attribute my recovery to what I call pieces of my pie. Modern day medicine, positive mental health, good nutrition, exercise, and my village. You know, my village consists of my family, friends, neighbors, community, doctors, and my CVS specialty team. You know, from day one, I had a nurse coming through Quorum who was really just a reassuring, guiding voice for my family, for my wife, for my kids. And one of the other lessons that I really, from my own journey, that I like to relay to others is no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what form of adversity you may be facing, you too aren't alone. You know, living with a chronic terminal disease, find an online support group, find other people that may be dealing with things. But, you know, again, adversity can lead to isolation. Isolation can lead to depression. And to be able to mitigate that and deal with that positive mental health is critical, and that village has just played an instrumental role in my recovery.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad that you have that support group. So you mentioned walking as part of your recovery, but over time, you know, it became something bigger, and you earned the nickname the Walking Guy. So how did that daily habit turn into a mission?
So early on, again, I realized that walking equated to positive mental health and mitigating the side effects. I walked 1 to 5 miles. Eventually, I now walk 13 to 15 miles a day, upwards of 5,000 miles a year. And I've been nicknamed the Walking Guy, and that's become part of my identity. That identity has led to a movement called Wear ZB, where I walk all over the country raising awareness for this disease and raising money for an organization called Team Phenomenal Hope. that supports people living with pulmonary hypertension that need it most.
That's incredibly impressive. That is so many miles. Like, I'm lucky if I can get in like 2 or 3 in a day. That's really amazing. So, hey, before I let you go, where can we go to learn some more information?
You can go to where'seb.org, cvshealth.com, or on social media on Instagram, where'seb.
Fantastic. Eric, thank you so very much for your time this morning. I really do appreciate it. And folks at home, if you want to watch this segment again or others like it, just head over to First Coast News Plus. What a great place to live.
So come with us as we travel across the Sunshine State. We take you on adventures you won't want to miss. From swimming with dolphins
to checking out one of the coolest steakhouses in the country, join us for Adventure Florida.
Wednesday on ABC 25.
There are a lot of good lawyers out there, but the real question is, are they good enough to treat you with dignity and respect? Are they good enough for you? We do things in a timeless, classic way that our clients really appreciate. It doesn't get more fairer than that.
At Bears, we believe healthy living starts with better sleep because a mattress is not just a purchase, it's an investment in how you feel every day. Discover the top mattress brands all in one place. Customize comfort with an adjustable motion base and rest easy with our 90-day sleep trial. With free old mattress removal and fast delivery, you'll sleep like a bear in no time. Discover the ultimate sleep experience. With the best prices always guaranteed. Bears, quality furnishings and interior design.
This May, Renewal by Andersen wants to give you a huge win. You can have our award-winning windows and doors right now, and you don't have to pay us a dime for 2 years. Save it, spend it, go buy a pony, whatever you want to do. And choosing Renewal by Andersen to replace your windows and doors makes your home worth more. 3 out of 4 real estate agents surveyed agree Andersen products increase a home's value by at least 10%. And if you live in a part of Florida that's in the hurricane zone, you can't afford to risk it with vinyl windows. Vinyl just doesn't hold up. Engineered with our reinforced Fibrex material, Renewal by Andersen has an impact replacement window that will continue to protect your home long after others have failed. No shutters required. And you don't pay us a dime until May of 2028. Call 904-925-6700.
We're whipping up delicious recipes you can make at home.
And I can't wait.
Bon appetit.
We're living a high life.
Living in the kitchen.
Fridays on First Coast Living.
3 meal deals, just $5.99. Our biggest deals ever, just $5.99.
3 huge plates, 3 ways to feast, all with pups in the side, just $5.99.
Captain D's, fish, delish.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farah and Farah so we can preserve it before it disappears.
Oh yeah, let me go grab that picture,
right.
David.
That is going to do it for us today. But remember, if you missed any of these segments, you can watch First Coast Living again at 2 p.m. on FCN Plus. Just download the app like you do all the other cool ones that you watch all your favorite shows on.
Okay, so I'm holding this picture. If we can get a close-up, that's cool. If not, that's fine. So there was an artist there last night, Amy. I forgot what her Instagram is, but anyway, we'll probably have her on the show. Yeah. I'd like to see her do this like live, but she was doing these portraits of people, and that's me and David from last night.
Yeah, it was
Isn't that
so cool. That was
I love
really
it with the
fun
watercolor.
When I see it, I can't.